Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are tackling a controversial topic, the evidence for neo-Darwinian evolution. We will explore three famous fossils, Tiktaalik, Archaeopteryx, and Lucy, which are presented as evidence for evolution or missing links. Let's dive in. Tiktaalik is often hailed as a key transitional fossil. Discovered in 2004, it's thought to bridge the gap between fish and the first tetrapods. It has features of both groups, fins, gills, and scales like a fish, but also a flat head, a neck, and rib bones similar to those of early tetrapods. But there's a major issue. Fossilized trackways found in Poland date to about 395 million years ago, well before Tiktaalik, which is dated to around 375 million years ago. These tracks indicate that fully formed tetrapods existed millions of years before Tiktaalik. If tetrapods were already around, how can Tiktaalik be a transitional form? This isn't just a minor detail, it's a significant challenge to the evolutionary timeline. The existence of earlier tetrapods undermines Tiktaalik's role as a missing link. Now, let's discuss Archaeopteryx, another famous transitional fossil. Discovered in the 19th century, it's often presented as a bridge between dinosaurs and birds. It has feathers like modern birds, but also dinosaur-like teeth, claws, and a long bony tail. While Archaeopteryx has bird-like feathers, it's not the only feathered dinosaur. Numerous feathered dinosaurs have been discovered, many of which predate Archaeopteryx. This suggests that feathers might have been more common and that Archaeopteryx might not be the direct ancestor of modern birds. Moreover, the interpretation of these fossils is often based on the assumption that evolution is true, leading to circular reasoning. For example, if we assume Archaeopteryx is a transitional form because it fits the evolutionary narrative, we might overlook evidence to the contrary. Now, let's talk about Lucy, one of the most famous Australopithecus afarensis fossils. Discovered in 1974, Lucy is often cited as a direct ancestor of modern humans. With a combination of ape-like and human-like features, Lucy was initially hailed as a crucial link in human evolution. However, there are significant debates about Lucy's place in the human lineage. Firstly, only about 40% of her skeleton was found. The rest of her form, that is often depicted in museums and textbooks, is largely reconstructed based on assumptions and imagination. This raises critical questions about the accuracy of these reconstructions. If significant portions of the fossil are missing, how reliable are the representations we see? These reconstructions are often influenced by the desire to fit Lucy into a specific evolutionary narrative. Another problem with the evolutionary timeline is the presence of modern-looking organisms in much older strata. Fossils of complex life forms sometimes appear out of place, which could suggest that life has not evolved in the linear, gradual way proposed by neo-Darwinian evolution. Critics argue that these inconsistencies support the idea that the fossil record might be better explained by other models, such as intelligent design or separate creation events. For instance, the Discovery Institute highlights these timeline discrepancies to argue against the straightforward evolutionary narrative. They point out that transitional forms like Tiktaalik, Archaeopteryx, and Lucy are not the clear-cut evidence they are often presented as. In conclusion, while these fossils are fascinating, they also raise significant questions about the neo-Darwinian model of evolution. The discrepancies in the fossil record and the problematic timelines challenge the traditional evolutionary narrative. What do you think? Are these fossils proof of evolution, or do they highlight flaws in the theory? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into controversial topics.